Hi, this is Dave Bolduc with the Bella Group. Welcome to my weekly real estate market update. Today's March 18th. We got a couple topics on the calendar. The first one is solar a good idea with inflation at 8%? We'll dig into that in a second. And then the second one is the old reliable. What are the mortgage rates looking like? And we have some stuff to talk about there as well. So let's dig into solar first. So the first thing that I want to say is I generally find that people fall into three camps. There's the all-in on renewables energy crowd. There's the not on my roof crowd. And then there's the I'm open, but how much does it cost crowd. This is for everybody that's ever thought about solar or thinking about solar right now. It's just some good general information. I can dig into it farther. Let me know in the comments if you want that. First, what I'll say is there's no arguments that solar works. You can generate electricity, and the technology is getting better and better by the day. I just want you to get the most benefit possible if you decide to go down the road of getting solar panels on your house. So this first article is from Consumer Reports. It's from 2016, written by Josh Garskoff. Hope I didn't destroy his name. And it's a great summary. It's just a little bit dated. So a lot of the links and the information on loans and things like that is old, but you can go find that information on the internet. The TLDR is buying the solar panels is more cost effective than leasing. There's a lot of different options for buying. You can pay cash. You can use a home equity loan. There's government loans. There's local loans. There's all sorts of different ways to purchase the system. Leasing brings some issues because that's the other option is to lease. So you lose control of your roof. You have somebody owns the equipment on your roof. It's not yours. So if you have to do something to your roof, you got to work with them. Typically, the monthly payments that are set up in that lease go up year over year over year, sometimes by as much as 3%. So you can be really paying a big difference between the first year and the 20th year. And the buyer has to assume those terms in the lease. And sometimes buyers don't like the terms and they walk away. So you may be shrinking the pool of buyers if you have a lease. And one of the questions that I always get is, does adding solar add value to my home? So there's a real simple answer on that. If you buy it, yes. If you lease it, no. Because there's still a cost and you don't own the system if it's leased. The other thing that I want to point out is make sure you understand how the utility companies handle solar. Most companies that I've researched, they do pay you for the extra energy you generate, but you need to know if they do or don't. And how much do they pay you? Again, most of the companies I looked at, they pay you less if you generate it than what you pay when they generate it and sell it to you. So it's not a one-for-one. And you also have to understand, unless you're going to have batteries and completely disconnect yourself from the grid, at night you're taking power from the grid. So are they charging you the distribution fees, the transmission fees, things like that? How does that all work out? And so you can end up, even though the salesman that's trying to get you to sign a lease telling you that you're going to save the full $200 a month that your utility bill is now, you might not save that full amount. You got to understand what the utility company is going to do there. So get quotes and get someone to help you review it. Now this is a page off of EnergySage.com. I just pulled this yesterday, and the reason I say you should get somebody to help you review it, especially if you're not a numbers person, is because there's errors on this page as to how much you can save, and it's overstating the savings. So basically what they're saying is $200 a month if that's your electric bill and you're going to buy a $25,000 system. Over 30 years, they're saying that you would have paid $120,000 in electricity, so you just match those out and you save $95,000. Well, it's not $120,000 a year, it's $84,000 a year. So again, I don't think this is malicious. I think it's just a typo, but they've got incorrect information in here. And you're still saving a lot of money, but it's not as much as what they're saying. And if the savings is smaller, that error could make you go from saving money to costing you more money. So just be aware and check those numbers. So in summary, make sure you understand how your utility company handles solar. Upfront costs can be intimidating, but they can be significantly smaller than the long-term costs of buying energy every month. So it's definitely worth running the numbers and seeing what works. Solar energy is certainly a viable, renewable resource, and it is getting better by the day. So it's certainly something to look at. The key is how you get access to that equipment, purchasing versus leasing. And I think purchasing is definitely the better option if you can swing it. Now let's head over and take a look at the mortgage rates. This is a primary mortgage market survey from Freddie Mac. They're at 4.16%. They do this every Thursday. We were at 3.85 last week. I think that's pricing in the quarter point increase that the Fed announced this week. They also announced that they expect to raise the interest rates a quarter point 6 or 7 more times this year, and at least a few more times in 2023. So we do expect to see mortgage rates continue to move up as those increases in the Fed funding rate are moved up. Inflation is at over 8%. At 8%, excluding housing and energy. With housing and energy, it's well above that. So we do expect to see the Fed continue to try to fight that inflation by increasing interest rates. We're still near historic lows. Now we're above finally the 2010 levels, which was 4.09, and we're 4.16. So I had to move that blue bar up a little bit. But you can see the 4 decades before that, we're still well below it. This is still a very favorable time from a mortgage perspective, and considering what the Fed is forecasting for interest rate increases going forward, we do expect to see mortgage rates continue to climb. So if you're interested in moving forward, please reach out to me. We can have a discussion. So hopefully you got some value from today. If you did, please click the like button. You can also subscribe and ring the notification bell to get notifications as I put these videos out. I do one every week. If you have any questions or comments, if you want to learn more about the solar discussion, then please put comments down below. That's what helps me to understand what you guys are looking for. My buyer and sellers guides for the spring are available. Links are in the description. Until next week, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon.